Hey, Pure Spirits. It's your life coach, Diamond. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So today we have a very fun topic, and we're going to be talking about the 10 humbling tactics by men and women. Okay? And these are usually the ones that go unnoticed. This was highly requested by one of my subscribers. And before we get into it, I just want to let y'all know, when your hands are clean, your heart and spirit is pure, no matter what the devil throws at you, you will be secure. Okay? Don't ever forget that. Let's get into it. So, number 1, acting like they don't see you / making you out to be boring, right? So, this is like jealousy sign number 1. Remember, all humbling tactics come from people who are jealous of you. And I don't care what your gender is, both genders can be jealous of you. Okay? I've had boyfriends who are jealous of me, family members. I've had homegirls, homeboys. It doesn't matter. And vice versa. Same for my husband. He's had women be jealous of him that he was in relationships with. Men be jealous of him. It happens to everyone. And people will always try to humble you when they feel jealous. So, like I was saying, acting like they don't see you. So that's when, let's say you come into an event or a space and you're being introduced to people and they just ignore you. They act like you're not there, or they're very light about their hellos and goodbyes, right? Just pretty much trying to act like you don't exist. But they'll be having all this other extra hype energy towards other people. That's a humbling tactic. They're trying to make you feel unseen because they want the spotlight to be on them, right? And they feel like in this moment, even if it's a short moment, the spotlight came off of them and went on to you. And it's not something to overlook if you notice that it's being done, okay? Number 2, they try to single you out. So this one follows up from the first one. I think they're all going to kind of bounce off of each other, right? They try to talk to other people who might be in the group. This usually happens in a group setting with people you just met or probably people you already know. And they will talk to other people and they will speak about things that they don't really want you to be a part of, right? So let's say they all went out for drinks yesterday. They're going to want to talk about yesterday, but they're not going to include you in the conversation, right? They're going to kind of want to talk about things that you're excluded out of to keep you uncomfortable so that you don't feel confident in the setting to open up and have even more attention on you. It's a very big humbling tactic that people do. And once you notice it, you just have to lock it in your mind. Okay. If you notice that's what they're doing, you engage with the other people. And, you be like, OMG, where did you guys go last night? I need some new spots on my list to go to in the city. Right. And that's when the people who aren't jealous of you and aren't trying to humble you are going to be kind. Okay. They're going to be happy that you engaged. So, and then at that point, you can actually pivot to similar experiences and possibly put them onto some new spots and build with other people. You know what I'm saying? But catch it. Catch the shade. Okay. And remember who was trying to give you that energy, because they don't like you and they're not your friend. And sometimes people only show you once. So pay attention, because if it ain't for sure, it ain't really pure. Like I always say. 3, speaking negatively on things you wear, say, or anything that's a part of your identity, but it's going to be indirect, right? So let's say you meet a group of people, right? And, people will try to humble you one-on-one, but this is really what people do in groups because they think they can get away with it when around other people. And it's so subtle, it normally goes unnoticed, right? So usually when you meet strangers, you you don't just meet someone by themselves. You know, you get what I'm saying? So I'm preparing y'all for what you're going to experience in the real world. And this can happen to anyone, like I told y'all. So let's say you walk over to them. They're going to be observing you, right? Whoever the hater is. And you're like, yeah, nice to meet you guys. I'm Ashley and I'm a Taurus. And they're like, oh my God, I hate Tauruses. They're so fake, right? Or you're like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm actually from Nigeria. And they're like, oh my gosh, I had a Nigerian friend once and she was the fakest person I've ever met. Gonna have to watch you, or things like that. Just trying to put a negative connotation out having to do with your identity, right? Or even if, you know, they're like, oh my gosh, I love your shoes. And then they're like, where'd you get them? And you're like, oh, I got them from Shein. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't wear no Shein shoes. They cheap as hell. Cheap shoes make you get corns and buttons on your feet. Girl, I don't know how you do it. Like, very shady, okay? Catch it. Number 4, loudly pointing out flaws, right? So in the group setting, the real girl is going to quietly let you know about any flaws they see, because they're not going to see you as competition. They're going to see you as a sister, right? So if your hair is sticking up or food is in your teeth, she's not going to point that out super loud, possibly around attractive suitors or anything like that, or even other opportunities, right? You know, like, same thing with guys. You know, my husband said he's been through this. People just point out something really embarrassing that they could have whispered in his ear, right? And I, you know, of course I can relate as well. Like, instead of pulling me aside and saying, hey, Diamond, your track is showing, they would say it in front of the whole group. Like, damn, your track is showing. Oh my gosh, girl, you need to go fix that in the bathroom. Stuff like that, right? They're trying to point out flaws super loud and not privately because they want to embarrass you so that you will dim your own light. These are real humbling tactics. And I'm telling you, because this is where you build a tough skin. So when you do run into this, it doesn't make you dim your light. You just see them as they are and you continue to move through the environment. That gets them even more mad, by the way. Number 5. Assuming you don't understand things to make you feel out of place, right? So what I mean is, they could have all not gone to college and you did. And they'll make it seem like because you went to college, you just can't seem to understand how different life is after high school without education. Even though before you get your degree, it's the same thing. You're navigating in the real world. You got to pay for on-campus housing or off-campus housing. They don't know your income is not changed because you haven't got your degree yet. You get what I'm saying? Or vice versa. If the group is more, let's say the ones who have gone away to school and they're kind of that person is trying to outcast you because they feel like you haven't gone away to college. That is the person that's going to make it seem like you guys are so different. You know, like, oh, yeah, you wouldn't understand, you know, it's a sorority thing, which is fine. You're not going to be able to understand all things, but you can always tell when it's shade being directed. You get what I'm saying? Because sororities and cliques from high school are not that different. Some cliques are good, some cliques are bad. It's the same thing, right? And there are mean girls and mean guys in all cliques. There's jocks, mean cheerleaders, all of that stuff, right? So, you know, it's no difference. And even like with upper class people, right, who like go to galas and charity events and stuff like that. Let's say you're new to that environment. They'll, you know, they would try to humble you in a way like, oh, you wouldn't understand. You've never been to a gala. Anyway, Lizzie, like I was saying, so, right? But the person who's not trying to humble you would be like, oh my gosh, the gala is so nice. I think it's a vibe that you would really like and you can get to network and make connections. And the next one that we have, I want to invite you to it. And, you know, wear something really nice. You look like you put yourself together very well. And I'm really excited to see you come out with us, right? That's the person that's not intimidated by you, okay? Number 6, no praise at all, or backhanded praise. So these people, it's similar to number one. They'll ignore you, but it will be for them to wait until they can say something backhanded, right? So, oh, those shoes are cute for Shein, or you're so beautiful for a dark-skinned woman, or you get what I'm saying? Like, it starts as a compliment, but it ends in shade. That's jealousy, that's hate, and it's a humbling tactic, okay? And it usually, a lot of these things, they mix with other things. So it's not just going to be one thing you see from someone, but sometimes it might be, because that might be all they're bold enough to show upon just meeting them. Okay. And on people that you already know, they're not going to be as bold, but then they might be. If that jealousy, they can't hide it for long, it's going to come out bold. Right. And another one, 7, joking at your expense. Anyone making jokes about your appearance or anything personal, they're trying to humble you. Okay. And I don't want you to laugh to lighten the mood. Give them silence so they feel awkward, and then do not do any more engaging with them. You know, and if they want to try to have a real conversation with you, you know, you let them know. I don't like when people joke at my expense. I didn't appreciate that. You know, if they try to be like, oh, lighten up. No, I am lightened up. I just don't appreciate that, and that's my boundary. You're entitled to have boundaries. Don't joke at my expense. It's not funny. When I make jokes, they're not about my friends or how they look. Like, how dare you? Like, are you okay? Like, I really, in my mind, I really try to figure out why people are so bold to be so open with their jealousy to me. And if you get me irritated enough, I will tell you that you're a hater. Like, I don't care. Okay? Number 8, copying your style, look, or energy, and then trying to one-up you, right? These people, even strangers, can do this. They can look at your mannerisms, your essence, and then try to outdo you while still ignoring you, okay? So this doesn't just happen with people who know you, okay? Anyone could do this. They can observe you, mimic you, and then act like they don't see you, because they're trying to humble you and steal your light. They already see you're getting attention, and they're like, oh, okay, well, let me see, you know, how I can outdo them in this way. You know what I'm saying? But you can't outdo the doer, right? Number 9, over familiarity to diminish you. Let me tell you how much I cannot stand this. Do you know those people who pretend to know you and act overly familiar, like just to spiritually shrink you? Like, oh my gosh, we're just alike, we're the same. But they haven't been giving you good energy the whole time. Once they realize they can't take you down and you're not dimming your light, that's when they try to put themselves in a group with you like y'all besties. Right. This is a submission tactic. They're trying to put you in submission, low key. That's why they do that. Okay. You know that if you can't beat them, join them type of energy. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, if you run into that, just be careful, because that's actually how destiny swapping begins. Okay, so don't match their energy. Like, leave them in it. Okay. Another one, the last one, which is number 10, the ones who are quick to attack when you make one mistake but ignore all the times you did right. These are the number 1 haters, okay? Number 1 haters. You could be glowing all night, everyone loves you, and you spill a damn drink, and then they're the first ones to attack, okay? That person does not like you, okay? These are the people that do not extend any grace to you, right? Especially why it's so serious to me is because in your first time meeting someone, or someone's first time making a mistake, grace should definitely be extended, right? So, you know, that's how I take a look at it, you know, and they are trying to humble you in that moment. They're trying to get you out the circle. So be mindful of that. So, like I told y'all, after people disrespect you, they're going to try to give you breadcrumbs, hoping that things go back to normal. Don't take the bait. Pay them dust. If any of these signs resonate, or more than 2 of them, that person does not have good intentions for you. They're not gonna become your best friend one day. None of that. Okay? They do not wish you well. They're trying to humble you because they see you as competition, and they are jealous of you. That is the beginning of their intimidation. Now, these things usually go undetected. They can happen from strangers or longtime friends. But if you see one sign, I advise you to watch them. If you see 2 signs, I advise you to give them distance. If you see 3, they need to be completely removed and excommunicated. Cut off, okay? Don't let them come back acting like they didn't know what they did. You saw it. Now you have these bullet points. Study them, pay attention to how people treat you, and go look at my video about gaslighting, because that's usually what people do when they get caught trying to humble you. They try to come back and gaslight you. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I always say, if it's not divine, it does not align. Okay? And none of these tactics are divine. Your energy is sacred. Protect yourself. Love you. Ciao.